I'm gonna do my last poem. Thank you guys so much. You're wonderful. And give it up for everyone who's in the open mic. This place is really good. Did you know that? Did you know, like, a lot of open mics are not really good. This is really good. I'm liking this. And I can't wait for the slam. Okay, so my last poem is called Better a Blacksmith Than a Poet, a Carpenter Than a Writer. When asked, why poetry? Many poets respond, because poetry saved my life. Many poets are liars. We learn fast how anything sounds like the truth if you say it on a stage, or write it on a page, or really do believe it. Like how a faith healer believes his power can only be found in his hands. Poetry can translate. Poetry can describe. Poetry can affirm, despair, celebrate, immortalize, but poetry cannot do, cannot work, cannot fix what is broken, cannot save lives. Poetry is poetry. The writer trapped in amber at the moment of that poem's writing. I have a friend who wrote a poem about his friend's drug addiction. He thinks this means he doesn't have to address his friend's drug addiction. The sheer act of writing changes nothing. It is only another hit from another kind of drug, and there's no addiction as powerful as this beloved sadness, this way to hate ourselves beautifully or lie ourselves happy and have it applauded as gospel either way. Poetry is just paper mache. We poets, we are flesh, blood, bone. Ink does not run through our veins. We cannot write ourselves beautiful and have it last any longer than 3 minutes. I don't practice in front of mirrors. It never looks convincing. I don't see a poet or a poem, just a girl too scared to go back to therapy and find an audience that talks back. An editor that will scrawl a red pen, not just on a poem, but my entire life. Poetry does not have hands to hold shovels to fill the holes inside of us, or to pull us out when we have fallen down them. It is only our own 2 hands that can save us, not the pens we stitch to them. We clutch them so tightly we forget we have always been strong enough to let go. If your life has been saved, it is because you saved it. Do not praise poetry for this. Do not worship the word. Worship the God who wrote it. It is hard to be more than a poem. It takes work to weigh more than paper. Writing a lighthouse is easy. Sailing away from it is the hard part. Poetry is not the ship. Poetry is not the captain. Life is a constant storm, and poetry is just what we make of the wreckage. Something to cling to alone in the ocean. Let go. You will not drown. You have always known how to swim. Thank you guys so much.
Jaz Sufi, let her hear it.